future, and that's according to the country's Foreign Secretary, Vinny Mohan Quatra. He was speaking ahead of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to COP28, but I'm getting news in my ear. We're going to go to Cornelia Meyer, who's actually in Bern for us. She's talking to us about the OPEC Plus meeting, which is going to be dominated by talks about potential cuts in production. Now, Cornelia, thanks for joining us. I know you always have your ear very close to the ground for this sort of event. What are you hearing, cuts or no cuts?
Well, look, it makes sense to extend the cuts. The oil markets have really been in doldrums, and they're down, between 15 and 20%, depending on the day, from their high in September 27. And this despite of the 1 million barrel a day extra voluntary cut by Saudi and the 300,000 extra voluntary cut by Russia. So in order to stabilize the market, there will be an attempt probably to have more cuts done. Another thing was the African producers need to come to an alignment on their new baseline, which sort of was decided last time around in June, but there were some rumblings. So it's not going to be an easy one. It's always easy when you can turn on the tap. It's always harder when you have to close the tap.
What are the dividing lines then that we're seeing over this issue?
Well, so far, the oil market has basically been carried on the shoulders of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia with its extra voluntary million barrels a day cuts, the so-called lollipop, which was announced last June. Obviously, there will, given where oil markets are, given where the global economy is, more cuts may make sense, and the Saudis can't bear them alone. So some pain will probably have to go to the rest of the OPEC Plus producers, and that may not be that easy.
And of course, all this happening against the backdrop of the COP28 talks taking place in Dubai. How easy or difficult is it to impose cuts during such an event in which so much world attention is focused on the green agenda?
Well, I think that is really separate. That the COP meeting is there, it's separate. You will see a big Saudi presence. Obviously, it's in the UAE, and the Kingdom and the UAE are working very hard on working on renewables, on being the lowest carbon emitting producers and so on. But the oil production, the management of OPEC Plus really is based on the facts of demand and supply. And obviously with that, the global economy, which is sputtering a bit, has been sputtering a bit over the last few weeks.
Cornelia, as normal, a really great pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you so much, Egon.